Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lomzy. I'm back again with another video, guys. Today's video is how to make a vintage shirt with gathered sleeve and big bow tie. Now, if that's what you're looking for, consider waiting and watching till the end to see the end of this video. Guess you will love it, and I'm loving it. If this is your first time coming across my channel, consider subscribing and hit on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of my sewing tutorials. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video and support and sharing my video out. God bless you. Now let's start with today's tutorial.
A straight line, and this straight line would be my shoulder line, and next I would take the armhole depth. In my own case, the armhole depth I used is 12 inches, and I would rule out this line. Next is the length of the top. The length of the top I'm using is 30 inches. I'm going to read it like that. The next is to get round the body measurements, the biggest part of the body. Remember, this is the armhole and this is the length of the top, and then the first line is the shoulder line. With my hips as the biggest part of the body, I'm going to divide that by 4, and I'll add ½ inch easing allowance to that. So on the armhole line, whatever I get, I'm going to be imputing that here. In my own case is 46 divided by 4 plus ½ inch sewing easing allowance. That's what I have done here, and I am going to reel it out like so. Next is the neck width and the neck depth. The neck width I'm going to use is 2.5. I'll mark it here. And the neck depth for the back I'm using is 1 inch. I'll mark it and connect it like so. For the front, I am going to be using 3.5 inches, and I'm going to connect these lines like so. Next is the shoulder length. So you have to pay attention here, because this shoulder is a drop shoulder. So on this line, I'm going to be getting the shoulder length plus the dropped sleeve. Let me show you what I mean by that. From the center back here, you're going to take the normal sleeve length and you add something for it to drop. So normal length here is 3.5 inches. I'm going to add some inches to that depending on how I want the shoulder to drop. That's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be imputing that here. What I got in my own case is 10 inches, and I'm going to drop it down here. I'm going to connect this line. This will be my armhole and the armhole length. So here I'm going to be dropping the shoulder sloping by 3.5 inches. I'll connect this to the neckline. Next is for me to get the round sleeve. So I'm going to be taking the round sleeve on my body like this. Whatever I get, I'll divide that by 2 and mark it there. So I got 16 inches. I divide that by 2. Whatever I'm getting is what I'm going to be imputing here like so. And I'm going to be coming in 1 inch for my round arm to be comfortable. So I'm going to connect this line like so, and I'm going to be drawing out the kimono shape. This is a kimono top, remember. So I'm going to draw this out like so. Now we have the body. The next thing is the sleeve length. So from this drop shoulder, I'm going to be getting the sleeve length minus the cuff length. I hope you get me. So from here to wherever you want the sleeve to drop, remember to take note of the cuff length. So this round I'm going to times that by 3 to get my gathers for the sleeve. Remember, this is center front and center back. So I'm going to cut this straight on my fabric. So cutting my fabric, I folded 2.5 yards into 4.
So remember, the sleeve is the sleeve round times 3. So that's what I'm going to be cutting out first. So the length of the sleeve I'm using is 21 inches, and I'm going to cut this out and set it aside.
Now I have my fabric folded in 4. This is it folded in 2 like this. I'm going to fold it in 4 again and now start cutting the pattern I showed you, what all the things I showed you, and this is how it came. That's the front and back. So now we'll go over to the cuff. For me to cut the cuff, I will use this interfacing, is called paper gum stay, the medium one in Nigeria. That's what I'm going to be using to cut this. So for us to do this, let me fold my fabric into 4 because I want to double this. Yes. So what I'm going to do is to take the measurement of my wrist. I want the length of the width of the cuff to be 4 inches, and that's what I have here. So that 4 inches, I want to take the upper part round my upper wrist and the lower one. Whatever I get, I'm going to divide that by 2 and transfer it to the cuff, the interfacing, to get the cuff. So what I have here is 3.5 inches is what I'm going to make this place. The lower part, mine is 7 inches. The upper part is 9 inches. I'm going to divide that by 2, which will give me 4.5 inches. I'm going to be adding 0.25 to all these measurements, and that's what I have here. So I'm going to connect this line like so.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight.
I'll go to my machine now, join it from here to there. So this is what I have, leaving that space for it to be easy for me to join to the cuff. So I'm just going to trim off all these things and turn it the other way around. As you can see, I've turned it, and I will sew it from this place, avoiding the edge. So this is what I have as I have finished turning it. You see this space I have left. This will help me to attach it to the sleeve so easily. So I will go to my machine and attach this, opening up that place that I have, and sew inwards here. By the time I'm done, this will cover up like this, and that will be it. So I will set this aside and go over to the neck. So I will join, as you can see, I have made placket for the back. So I will go ahead and join the front and back right sides facing together, I will join the shoulder. Once I was done, this is how it looks. So I'm going to take this and add the sleeve to it. I'll go ahead and gather it like so and add to the sleeve. I'll make sure I arrange it well before I sew it. So I'm going to turn it the other way, right side facing together, and I'm going to go to my machine and join it. I am done doing that. This is what I have. Just like the cuff for this one, I'm going to go to my machine and close the side. I'll close the side, leaving space for the cuff separation. So I will hem it like so, starting from the beginning to like 5 inches, the way you see it here, and then I close the side seam. So I've gone ahead and I have joined the cuff to the sleeve. So I'll go ahead and close it just like I showed you. Remember, that helped me to sew it very well. So I'll close this place and I'm done. This is how it's looking, guys. You can see the shirt is turning out so nicely. So let's go over to the shirt. I'm going to take round the shirt measurements. It's on fold, remember. So I'm going to take round it. Whatever I have is what I'm going to use to make the shirt collar. So the neckline unfold, my interfacing is also unfold. So whatever I got is what I have imputed here, and I'm going to be taking it up. The next thing I'm going to do is to get 3/4 of the length. I'm going to be marking it there, and then in front, the front of the neckline, I'm going to be coming up 1/2 inch like so, and I'm going to connect these two lines like that to make my collar balance well on the shoulder. So next, I'm going to take the length of the collar depending on what you want. You can do 1.25. I did mine to be 1 inch. So I'm going to use this line to get my 1 inch. Then from the center, I'm going to connect this like this, and on the center, I'm going to, on the front of the collar, I'm going to come in 1/2 inch like that, and I'm going to make a curve here for my bishop neck. Now once I'm done with this, I'm going to cut this out. Next, I'm going to be making the strap for the bow. I'm going to be putting the strap at the back here. What I have here is 3.5 inches on fold, and the length I have is 72 inches, and that's what I'm going to be using here. So I will place this under the collar. I will attach it. I'll go to my machine and attach it first to the collar like so, and add it to the other side, and then I'll go ahead and join it. Remember, it's 2 sides, so I'm going to join the second side also there and go ahead and finish up. Guys, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. If this is your first time coming across to my channel, remember to subscribe, like, and bye.